Hello, everyone. It's me, Lancer737, and I've finally made it to 111, not 11, 170. If you haven't added me in the game yet, my friend code is in the top left-hand corner, and my in-game name is Violet Dreams. It's a pretty exciting moment. Um, Before I get too much into that, though, I'll add these people first. But anyway, I'm very sorry for not going to schedule. Things just they don't work out like how I want them to. This is a really serious thing though. Uh, Beforehand, it was just scheduling problems because I would have unexpected chores or work I would have to do or important errands. But the problem with them was like I would be told like you can't do something this certain day, but they would not give me an hour. So that would really mess me up. So like there'd be a like whole lot of time where I could have streamed, but because I didn't know when that stuff was gonna happen, I didn't. Just because I don't want to stream and then like 5 minutes later it's like, oh, it's time to get up and work. Time to go and leave. But this week it's been a nightmare. And again, I don't mean to make this a downer, but it is making me really sad. And it's one of the reasons why I didn't do what I planned on doing, especially this weekend. I didn't get any work done, excluding what I normally stream in a day, and like all the Halo stuff that you guys have seen on my channel. That stuff I already made like a week before. I had really special stuff planned, and I didn't get a chance to work on any of it. Hey everyone, just saying hi. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. But anyway, unfortunately, what happened this week was terrifying. So I'm gonna get into it before I get into the game. I'm said, I'm just gonna get this off my chest. So what happened was one of my pets, named Weezer, who I love very much. I've lost a lot of pets kind of recently, and it's really hard on me. And I think unfortunately he's gonna pass soon. What happened was I was vacuuming and I closed up all the different rooms, and that scared him terribly. And then he ran past me as I was cleaning with the vacuum towards the stairwell. He almost ran down it. Well, I made my way towards my sofa, and he was on it, and his mouth was wide open, and he was breathing like he sounded like a big dog because how bad he was panting. And he had all this drool and stuff coming out of it, and he went to the bathroom on himself, on the sofa, and on the floor. And I thought he was having a heart attack. And for all I know, he did. The reason I'm saying that is I went to a vet, an emergency care vet. We had to wait a whole day. We went to an emergency care vet, and they did like $1,000 worth of tests on him, and they said they couldn't really find anything. There was nothing wrong with his kidneys. They thought there was an anomaly with his heart, but because we didn't pay an additional $1,000+ for echo sonogram, I just said that wrong. Echocratic. I can't think of the name at the moment, but it uses the same kind of technology that they would use for like pregnancy tests and stuff like that. Um, I'm jumbling up the word. I normally could say it. I don't know if it's because of lack of sleep and the combination of my neck being out of place. Believe me, it sounds crazy, but having your neck out of place, especially really bad, it affects a lot of things. I'm not going to get into that. So, like, there was nothing wrong with his kidneys and lungs and thyroid, just everything except for they thought there was an anomaly with his heart, and that they didn't think he had a heart attack, but he had clots, and that was causing him insane amount of pain. Oh, and between the first time that happened and going to the emergency care the next day, he had two more episodes of that happening. So terrifying. Um, so when this was happening, Hi everyone. When this was happening, it was just I was so terrified and like I was great. I mean, I was excited to hear that they said he had no heart problems, but like he's been getting worse and he's had a couple of those episodes again. They just weren't as bad. They gave us blood anticoagulant medicine and they gave us painkillers that make him so out of it that you would think he's dead, and it's terrible. But like one of the times after taking all that medicine, he had no control over his system and he peed the floor, and it was full of lots of blood, and I was scared. And like we called the emergency clinic, and apparently they told us that that was because they did a procedure to draw some of his urine out for testing. But later they told me specifically when I was getting stuff for him, it's like, oh, but by the way, the blood was in his bladder before even extracting it, and so it's like, why you told you keep on slightly changing things, so it's like, well, you told us that he has no thyroid and kidney problems. Does he really? I mean, you didn't. You made it sound like it was because of the procedure to extract stuff that it caused blood, but now you're telling us that there was already blood, and whether he had had that procedure or not, he would have blood in his pee and stuff. And it's like, I think he's gonna die soon. And I didn't mean to make this depressing, but it's why, especially this week, just things have gone out the window. We've gone to the vet and doctors and stuff a bunch this week. I haven't had a chance to do anything. I was supposed to have dinner done today. I wanted to stream the Equestria at War today. Just things are not going well. I'm gonna show you a picture of them. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pause the stream for a second. This is my Weezer right now, and he's acting really, really out of it. I'm so sad. Like he just sits there, like they were after I gave him the painkiller medicine. He just sat staring at the wall, doing nothing. He barely wants to eat. He's purposely, you can't see it, but he's purposely wanting to lay on an air vent that has lots of really cold air coming out of it. And I put a towel on top of him, and he doesn't really want to move, and he doesn't want to eat. And like I said, I'm scared he's gonna die very soon. And like the money that went into trying to help him, it didn't really help him. And I don't think we can, especially because how really, really bad the economy is. I don't think I can help him, and that hurts me a lot because it's like, oh, you have a pet that you love a lot, but you have to let it die because you don't have the money. I mean, imagine if like he could 100% understand like what I'm saying, and I can understand what he's saying. And I set him down. It's like, I know you're like really sick, but I'm gonna have to let you die because I don't have the money. That makes me feel terrible thinking that, because that's kind of like what that is. I didn't mean to make this into a drama stream, but it's. I was supposed to go to the hospital again with them today, and like everything got changed, and so I'm going tomorrow. So just everything's just gone out the window for plans and stuff. Again, I had to do this part of the update because, like, I thought you should know why I didn't come on at 2. Why, like, projects I mentioned before haven't come out yet. And again, usually it's just because even though it's my priority to want to do those things, it comes like third or fourth compared to the overall priorities of things I have to do. And just like everything got kicked to the curb but for really good reasons, for horrible but good, not good, horrible. Well, yeah, it's a good reason because I love my pet, but it's a horrible reason because it's like because he's really, really, really sick, and I feel bad because that day I'm never gonna forget it now. That day I came home and I was gonna clean up stuff, and he was so excited to see me. He came out and he wanted to sit on the sofa with me and lay on me. And then it's like I feel like I killed him because I vacuumed the floor. Yeah, and it feels terrible. Anyway, I probably ruined the whole stream by even mentioning this. People are wanting to know when I got to level 170, and I made it to a level 170. But I'm so sad about my kitty. Like I said, his name's Weezer, and he's a huge kitty, and like he's almost the size of a Maine Coon. And I just feel so bad. He's so bad and often sick, and I can't do anything about it. I just, like I said, I thought you should know this. Now, like I said, and now I feel like anything I say after that's gonna sound cheesy because it's gonna be like, oh, and now we're gonna get back into the game. I mean, it's kind of what I'm gonna have to do because it's like no matter what, something is gonna happen, whether it's good or bad, and it's like I don't know. I feel like I'm an idiot for not being able to help them. We're helpless. So anyway, let's get. I needed to say that. Let's get into the gaming stuff. I've made it to a level 170. I got a fair amount of rubies from it, like 17 rubies. And I had completely forgotten this, but like there is another full-time, full-blown campaign in the game, and it required me to get to a level 170, and I completely forgot all about that, and I just got it. So we're gonna collect some stuff, and then we will see what happens with the story. I hope you're all having fun with the campaign, and I hope you've had a lot of luck with it, both the full time campaign and the limited time one. Um, the one for Sweet Apple Acres, that's just like taking forever. I'm even using some of my free redos with it to get eggs. And the crazy thing is, I was getting eggs all the time, really easily before the actual mission. I thought it would just accumulate before the actual mission started. It didn't though. And now that the actual mission's here for me to get the eggs, it seems like now I don't get them easily, and it's like I know what your tricks are, game. You're an evil game. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna go to the Crystal Empire, and we're gonna at least get the guy set back up so that I don't have to deal with them later and getting them set up to get crystal coins. I might need to do a balloon pop to make sure I'm not at 999. Um, again, I'm sorry for making it a downer, but I had to say those things to let you know why things were happening and what's going on and stuff. It's weird. I'm always out of those coins nowadays. I don't expect to get any rubies just because I've already collected so many in one day. I mean, if I do, that'll be awesome, but I'm really not expecting it. I just want to make sure I don't, just go into the max. This is weird. I haven't played Royal Balloon Pop in a really long time, so I don't know why it would still be on cooldown. Thank you all for the hearts, and I hope all my hearts I've sent you help. I have so many friends on my friends list that you guys phase in and out of my friends list, so I hope you're all still getting hearts. It's not a guarantee that you are, but I hope you are. Okay, I think I have everyone that was doing special objectives set back up to do their objectives. I also don't want them to accidentally get pulled into the quests because that will be annoying and I'll have to individually pull them back out to do their pre-described objectives. No way, we're not going to send Philly Luna to do that. Actually, I don't want to send them either. I'm going to send this parrot guy. I knew I should have picked the fire servant, not servant, serpent. Though I guess you can kind of call him a servant. He does help me out. Okay. Got some more crystal coin. Got some more carrots. I didn't really need any more carrots, but I mean, it helps. So, okay, let's do this now. Let's see what I have completed in this full-time campaign. Oh, I won a character. That's cool. Okay. Whoa, I knew you were experienced enough. Wonder if Twilight has a library annex for Marion to run. Okay, I'm just going to claim it for now and see what the next objective is. Oh, okay, here's a whole. Wow, okay. I got to make it to level 180. Man, it takes a long time to level up in this. Eventually, we will get a ruby generator out of this, but man, that's a lot of stuff. And it gets harder as it goes to level up. I wonder if there. Oh, you know what? One of the things, it's probably because I'm not getting as many characters as I should, because that kind of counts toward that I can't talk towards it. So let's go back. Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. We're gonna go back and we're going to deploy our new character. They're okay, but it's always nice to have a new character. Marion. Here we go. I wonder where they're gonna go to. All the other characters are already dancing and stuff. It's kind of funny. They live with Flim and Flam. That is interesting. And I forgot I had this. I think it's an ancient pony, village pony. Ancient vagabond. I was close. I love that guy's hat. Love wizard hats like that. Okay, so that's not who I selected. Marion, right here. She's not bad. It's been such a long time since I've done anything with the other full-time campaign. I don't even remember what the story is for it. There's a big gap of time between the last time I played it. Or, I mean, technically I've always been playing it, but, the requirement was to reach level 170. Probably be 2 years before I reach 180. Okay, so Dodge Junction's resident librarian. She maxes out at one smooth-talking con pony singing love songs at her, let alone two. So we're gonna get 2 rubies out of this, which is pretty cool. Kind of sucks it's the telescope game, though. I would like to play a game that lets me show off the character model more than just her standing there, but that's just how this game's gonna be. So here we go. We should completely max out her level as long as I don't make too many mistakes like that. We really do need some more mini games, though. That would be great. I don't mind the ball bouncing game. The apple picking one's kind of okay, but this one, this one's kind of dull. We should sign a petition for Gameloft to make more mini games in this game and have the campaigns play differently. I'm afraid I bumbled this a bit too much. I might still get enough points, though. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, let's skip. Yep, I got them all. Okay, so we're at 80 out of 1,000 stars we need. Wow. That is crazy. Well, I know this isn't everyone's favorite thing, but we're going to do a minecart game with her. We might get an additional ruby. But I'm just doing this because I want more recordings of her character. Because I'm probably not going to use her that much. I've said this before. She's kind of okay, but she's definitely not anywhere near a favorite character of mine. Again, I kind of don't even remember the story with her. So again, I hope everyone is having good luck with the current limited time campaign. Good luck with all the campaigns, actually, whether they're limited time or not. I hope you're having fun with it. I hope you're having lots of luck with it and are winning nonstop, and you're going to be able to finish the campaign whether you get any characters or not. I probably won't this time, and the sole reason I'm doing that is I do really want to finish up getting some of the main six because some of them have collections that require you to get them all to get a version of Spike, and I want all the spikes in the game. And it's funny, like the last couple of times, I didn't think they were going to show up or have a campaign with those specific main six variants. I would go ahead and spend all the rubies I had saved up, and then lo and behold, they would show up and be like, "Oh, wait, you don't have rubies? Buy the main six variants with real money." It's like, no, no, especially not now. It takes a lot for me to buy anything with real money in this game at the moment. It's not that I don't like the game. I love this game. I play it often. The problem is the economy. The economy is so terrible right now. Multiple people running governments are purposely causing all this stuff, and it's terrible. I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't want to sound crazy or anything, but when you look at how things are being done on purpose, it's a group effort to purposely mess up everything. And it goes back to Weezer. Like, there was a Bloomberg article about them saying that the only way you can afford to have pets is if you make 500K a year. It might have been like 300K or to 500K. And it's like most people don't. Most people don't make that money. So it's like, LOL, you can't afford to take care of your pets, so you might as well not have any. Oh, darn it. That muscle reflex got me there. Okay. I'm going to watch an ad. It's going to. I've heard some good things about this one, Merge Mansion. The only problem is after when I was watching the review, the story itself seems decent. The problem is the gameplay. For me, it feels too simple. Now, if they made it more complicated, not not Equestria War complicated. I did do my homework. I think I know what I was doing wrong now. It makes me kick myself in the butt because it's like apparently I didn't know what I was doing with some of the diplomatic stuff and some of, well, definitely production and research. That I got down pat. My problem, and I actually was creating different pony divisions and deployments, not deployments. The problem was deploying them. I was lost on that. I just when I examine it, and it's kind of like what I was saying before. I think they overcomplicated some of the stuff in it and it didn't need to be. It should be a little bit more simpler than because it's like they purposely made it with extra steps compared to other RTSs that you would play. If that makes any sense. Like let's say I was playing. Oh, I deserve that. Let's say I was playing like Halo Wars, and I needed some anti-aircraft units, and I wanted to just build Wolverines. I'm the UNSC. I want to build Wolverines. That's specifically a ground-based vehicle that is anti-air. If I need them for a specific place, I can set a rally point for them to go to, and then later I can set them up to be in a specific group. And Equestria War, it's like they add extra steps between those things I just told you, and that's why it's complicated. And I feel like it shouldn't be that complicated then when you have other games that don't do that. But I did my homework. It's just a lot of bad things happened, and I'm sorry for that. Thank you everyone for the thumbs up. I hope you're having a good time, and thank you so much. It's been a very hard week, and I'm happy you're here. Sorry, I'm not doing the thing I wanted to do, but I mean we're all here anyway, and I hope you're having a great time. Um, I kind of like these characters, the ones that generate keys. Then you can get to the special awards from the quests a lot faster. I got 1,052. And the funny thing is, even though I have 1,052, I might as well collect it now. Even though I have 1,052, well, 50 plus. Okay, 1,060 rubies. Um, the main six variants I'm talking about, I probably would only be able to get one at the moment with that, so I need to build up a lot more. I'm just making sure that my ruby generators are generating rubies and I didn't accidentally put them on quests. Okay, no quests. Check this out. Trixie, this is definitely not one of my favorite Trixie outfits, but I think the trope now is every original story game, or like two-thirds of every original story game that we get, Trixie is framed or Trixie accidentally messes up something. And you know what? I kind of like it. Maybe you don't make them all so much about Trixie, but I do enjoy them. That this is happening to Trixie. She is one of my favorite characters. Pretty close to one being one of my the. I'm messing up my words. She's pretty close to being one of my top tier favorite characters, especially because of her clothing style. I mean, as long as she's not dressed as a clown like she is in this campaign. But yeah, I think she's pretty cool. And hi to everyone again. Peace be with you. So what are we gonna do now? We're gonna collect some rubies. We are collecting rubies. And one of my viewers pointed out that I somehow got like 100 plus, I think 130 rubies in one day. Trying to think about that, I don't know how I could have. The only thing I can think of was it must have been during the campaign when it's the full blown campaign that just started with Applejack. I must have won some rubies, and another campaign, a limited time one, must have finished, and I must have won social awards, and I also must have been generating rubies from a generator like one of these that require fuel. I'm trying to save up, especially cabbage. Cabbage is like the hardest to get one. Three out of the four of them require cabbage, and some of them require a lot of cabbage to operate. But I think I operated all of them because there was an objective. Let's see, which objective was it? I'm pretty sure it'll show it. Oh, it won't let me go back. Never mind. But it required me to like use all the generators at least twice. One of them three times. And I think that's another reason why I was able to get so many rubies so soon, faster than normal. Because in all honesty, getting 130 rubies at one time, that's not normal for me. Even if I do perfect with quests, and I do the balloon pop, and I do the normal procedure, and I destroy a bunch of monsters, and I find Spike hiding around in his trench coat. That's the only thing I can think. I'm definitely not cheating. That would be the dumbest thing because like they can easily find your stuff, your account if you're cheating, and find the cheats and shut your entire account down and keep you from playing permanently. That's not something I'd ever want to do. That would be really, really foolish. Oh, and don't forget my tip that I gave earlier. If you want to get a changeling that is pretending to be one of the main six and you give your main six a pet, the changelings do not imitate the pets. And just so you know, my Twilight does have an Aloysius. And you see two Twilights right here with no Aloysiuses. And so I must destroy them. This time with some loyalty. No rubies, though. Okay, that one knows she has been caught, or he. You never know. They are changelings. And I'm going to have to destroy them as well. With kindness. I shall destroy you with kindness. Here, have an apple pie. That's probably why I didn't get a ruby. I gave them an apple pie. That's not their taste. So I'm duped in the end. And granted, you might see two Princess Lunas right there. It's okay because the multiverse is broken, and we have three Princess Lunas running around. And I think I spotted another fake. Yeah, another fake. And she's talking to Sunburst, right? Not Sunburst. Sunset Shimmer. And her dad, but not really. Maybe I'll get a ruby from this one. Odds are I shouldn't, just because of the time of the day. Yep. And there's the Pony of Shadows. He has come to destroy us, so while he attempts to do that, he's going to fail to hit us. We will escape to the Crystal Empire and get some rubies. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Peace be with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It's been a hard week. I didn't do Equestrian War because one of my cats, his name is Weezer, he's really, really bad off, and I think he's going to die because of stuff I've been doing this week. I've been to the hospital, not for myself, been to the hospital once this week, and I've been to the pet hospital twice this week, and I was supposed to go again today, but that got changed because again, anything I want to do is tertiary, and I hate to say it, but anything I plan, even though it's a primary thing for me, for the overall things that I must do, it's tertiary. I was supposed to go today and I didn't, so I'm going tomorrow. And so it's like anything I wanted to do on Sunday, it's out the window. And it's like my pet's dying, and it again. I'm not trying to make everything a downer. Okay, I didn't get my free redos. I'm gonna just go ahead and collect all the rubies anyway. I I normally would save my redos for whenever the jewel shop has its 3 rubies. But I'm trying to get those eggs, so I'm gonna use my redos or my skips. I'll that's what I should call them, my skips. I'm gonna use my free skips to get the eggs. Other than that, that's what makes the jewel shop good. If you don't have skips, free ones, this jewel shop is actually pretty inefficient, despite the fact that it has 3 rubies that it generates every 30 hours. But that's the problem. It's 30 hours. I probably said this like 100 million times, but I like to talk about efficiency and stuff. So, like, if you were to compare it to one of the best ones you could possibly get is Discord's pumpkin. Discord's pumpkin gives you 2 rubies every less than 6 hours. Think about that. Every less than 6 hours, you're getting 2 rubies from this. But the jewel shop, you're only getting 3 rubies every 30 hours. That's insane. So that's why I save the free skips for whenever that's done, because then it's like it's really nine. Yeah, it's 9 rubies every 30 hours, which makes it a little bit better. And I feel like it's a waste using on one that actually generates really fast. So yeah, and then there's other really good ones too. A bunch of them range in between, but the Jewel Shop one, out of all the ones I have, the Jewel Shop one is the worst one when it comes to efficiency. The ones at Sweet Apple Acre are their own beast because they essentially require fuel. That's what that is. It's fuel, and so that changes everything. Again, you need 3 cabbage for this and 2 corn. I have wheat. That's probably wheat. I have lots of wheat. I don't have lots of cabbage. So getting rubies from the cows is kind of difficult because of that. And then like no, not that one. This one, the pigs. They require 2 cabbage, which is not bad. The time between getting them is pretty similar to the cows. It's just they both require so much cabbage. And get this, the fastest one, but it's, believe it or not, it's so fast it becomes inefficient, and you'll see why. The rabbit one will allow you to get rubies the fastest for 2 rubies, but it requires 4 cabbage, and it becomes almost pointless. It's almost like a trap. The only time I ever use it is just if I can use them all at once and just get a lot of rubies all at once, as opposed to just focusing on the rabbit patch, which is sad because I actually like the rabbits themselves the most. They're pretty cool. Now the sheep are different, and we're gonna find out with the chickens eventually. But the sheep are different because it generates 3 rubies around the same amount of time that the cows and the pigs generate 3 rubies, but you're not dependent on cabbages at all. And so, like, the fuel for the sheep barn is much easier to accumulate. At least it has for me. Maybe it wasn't intended to be that way, but maybe it got lucky somehow. Because sometimes in the quest you just get a bunch of vegetables and stuff. I rarely ever get cabbages from it, so maybe I just got lucky with it. And they're both supposed to be a struggle to be able to use, and you're barely getting anything. I don't know, but yeah, it's a different beast. With the ones there, you have to. There is 1 or 2 ruby generators actually here that don't require any fuel. The pet shop is one. It's gonna have some goldfish ready for me and some 2 rubies in less than an hour actually. And then there's one that I never got, and it is a snowplow, I believe. Snowplow. I think there's a jewelry one too for Sweet Apple Acres. I've missed out on a bunch of them for Sweet Apple Acres. Man, I can't believe I just got into efficiency with ruby generators. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm not counting characters that generate rubies. Those are always good too. But I think the best one for generating rubies actually is the one that's Cloudsdale themed. I don't know why the word disappeared. It's a snowflake factory, the weather factory. I think that one is the fastest one, but don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've directly looked at every individual one. I'm pretty sure that one takes longer. But anyway, yeah, that's everything that's going on. And I think I clicked on this. That's how many more eggs I need. That's man, it is taking forever. And again, I wish you lots of luck. I hope you're getting through it really fast. Anyway, let's see what my community is. And don't fret if you don't have like if you have heck, even if you only have the top four characters here, you can still be in the top first place. You what you will have to do though, you'll have to make sure you log on absolutely every single time you know that that character is cooling down, or if you're willing to spend rubies for it. Especially have a good stockpile of it, and that's what you're dead set on getting. Like, let's say this character, Manhattan Musician, that's a character you absolutely, really, really, really want. You are going to want to use some of your saved up rubies to manage to make like the upper four, the weakest ones, but still the upper four characters either cool down quicker or just redo make them recharge instantly so you can accumulate a lot of points. Now, as you see right here, I'm missing some of the mid tier ones, but it's fine. I'm still top 33rd because I have some of the more powerful ones, with Nightmare Pinkie Pie being the absolute most powerful character for this specific thing. And the crystal versions of them look really cool too. If you have the Crystal Empire, I almost always recommend doing all your campaigns in the Crystal Empire because you can make a lot of characters crystallized that are not normally crystal versions of themselves, and it's cool to look at. And so you can get a Crystal Nightmare Pinkie Pie, which, well, I mean, I guess it makes things more horrifying for you, but at least she's prettier before she destroys you. Just something to think about. Now, and another thing, I told the other person who was asking me how I made 130 rubies so fast. On top of one limited time campaign ending and then a full time one starting up, I think. Also, whenever you start a new campaign, you may have noticed this. Your characters that you have for the social, they will give you rubies as long as you don't miss them and or blow them up. Blowing them up will not help you. Um, and the stuttering in this, they need to do a better job and fix it. I've adapted to it, but like when it first happened, it was throwing me off. And if you know what I mean by stuttering, I mean like you'll notice like it's kind of jerky, the items coming through, and it did throw me off a little bit when that happened, but it seems like it's not ever going to go away. They're not going to fix it. Oh, and I did contact Gameloft about the bugs I had, and I was worried this was going to happen, but they're just like, oh well. So my Spike, he cannot transform, or he cannot wear his suit of armor like I would like. That's my favorite outfit for him, the suit of armor, knight armor, until the campaign comes back where I can craft it, and I don't even know if that will work. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a Halloween campaign. I don't know if it'll work because I technically literally crafted it before, and so I don't know if it will act like I did, even though it acts like I never did. And the other bug, oh yeah, the other bug was that I can't transform Dark Changeling Luna into Good Changeling Luna. Their response was like, "Oh, we told the engineers, have a nice day." It's like, oh, okay, I can see where this is going. The Night Guard. Question, I have a question for you, chat. This is the Night Guard. Would you consider him a Princess Luna guard, or is he only a Night Guard? Granted, I count him as being some sort of Princess Luna guard, so I actually have him deployed in his building really close to the Ponyville version of the Equestrian Two Sister Castle. But you know, maybe he really isn't. Maybe he shouldn't be, but I also don't care. You can never have too much guards or too many guards. Unless there's something specific about doing more damage because you have more guards, well then of course that's going to be a different case altogether. But I hope this has been a little bit helpful for you. And like I said, don't give up. If you only have the top 4 people, it doesn't matter if they're really weak. Just stick to it. And if it's a character for the social that you really, 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 really want, do use some of the rubies that you were saving up. Granted, there will always be, and I even gave examples of it happening to me. There will always be instances where you'll do that and then something cooler will show up. It's just how it is. Everything's a gamble. Um, but successful risks will pay off. Granted, you have to take those risks to know if you're going to have a payoff or not. You can play things safe and then potentially have neither something good nor bad happen, but it's, neither good or bad. I mean, it's good that it's not bad, but it's not good that it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Just about done with this guy. I accidentally, unintentionally avoided all the bombs. I did not click one once, unfortunately. I always purposely want to get something purple. I've had people say, "Why are you hitting all the purple stuff? You're supposed to avoid it." One, I think it actually moves too slow, especially if you get the boost. I mean, the benefit that makes it even slower. I feel like it's too slow, so I purposely speed it up. And then the other two, I purposely make it narrow for the challenge. And then I purposely try to set up situations where I can hit the bomb, just so I can purposely collect every purple thing. Um, Unfortunately, this is going to be a shorter stream, and thank you everyone for everything. This is going to be a shorter stream because I wanted to stream much earlier, but things have just gone wrong. So that being said, peace be with you all. You have a great day. I still will have normal videos uploading, but like all my special projects at the moment got put on hold because this whole week's just been a nightmare. Peace be with you all, and good luck with everything, and have a great day. Peace be with you all.